You may know the AURARIA campus for its 3 distinct institutions of higher learning, and yet it's an emerging cultural destination in downtown Denver, welcoming works of art across the campus. David Olguin joins me now with more about this. It's fabulous to talk with you again. I know we've been able to speak with you before about so much that's going on the campus, and what really is making AURARIA campus kind of strengthen its position as a cultural, emerging cultural destination?
Sure. I mean, I think for AURARIA, thank you for having us here
of
today,
course,
by the
yeah.
way. I think for AURARIA, it's really important to tell the history of the story of the campus, right? The other thing too is how are we creating belonging for students on campus? I think that is really the fundamental part of how we're navigating this sort of art programming that's coming up in this next year.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so get into some of those details because you have a lot of like art pieces or artists' works that'll be coming to the campus either this summer or the coming fall.
Yes, tons of art coming to campus. We're doing this wonderful collaboration for the Colorado 150, which is coming up. So we are working with 3 artists. We have Becky Waring-Steele, M. Bunny, and Stephen Yazzie. So there's in that one component alone, we've got like 3 pieces of sculpture that are coming to the 9th Street Historic Park. A couple of pieces coming from Stephen Yancey that will be inside of the Tivoli building, and then a very large sculptural piece that we hope to install near Spear and Larimer. So kind of this like love letter to Denver, this welcome to Denver as you come over the Spear Basin.
Yeah, Spear and Larimer, such a focal point,
Yeah.
right there on the edge of campus.
Yeah.
And so there's also something that's called the 5280 Trail. I wasn't familiar with this myself, and there have been some enhancements brought to it. So can you first tell us about the trail and then what's kind of taking place?
So the 5280 Trail is a project that was started by the Downtown Denver Partnerships.
Okay.
And it kind of goes as a cultural trail that runs around Denver itself. It's a walking and a biking trail. So as it passes through AURARIA, it enters AURARIA campus at 9th Street Historic Park and then runs through and exits near 11th Street heading towards Ball Arena.
Oh, okay.
So we have a number of murals and art that's been installed along that trail on our campus, starting with the displaced but not erased mural, which is at the head of 9th Street, which is a reflection of our displaced AURARIan community members that put that mural together, which we're incredibly proud and thankful for. As you kind of wander through campus, you'll see some of the other work that comes about. So we did a very large-scale mural with Spike, who came to us through the Mexican consulate. This massive, massive mural, incredibly beautiful. So we had these really signature projects, and we're looking to expand on that. So we're going to bring an artist named Oscar Oliveras, who's coming from Venezuela. He'll be doing a sustainability mural. We have a Black Joy mural that's coming. We're working with the steering committee of Black community members. Just incredible, tons and tons and tons of things. Sculptural elements, all of these things. So we're just very excited.
Great. And vibrant entrances, what is this and what makes this so unique?
It's one of my favorite things. So, we want people to really understand when they're coming into AURARIA that they know that they've arrived, right? And how do you do that? So I feel that you do that through storytelling and through art. So we started a project last summer with Julio Mendoza, Jules. This year we're going to continue that programming with Jules, and we're also adding in Charlo. So that'll be in our 7th Street garage area. So just really, really creating these iconic, impactful pattern stories that are reflective of the communities that we hope to represent on campus.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And the longer term goals that AURARIA campus might have for these art type programs on campus.
I think for me, it really is about how do we introduce AURARIA as this space of cultural making, right? So it really is about looking at the community members that are joining us on campus. How are we telling their stories? How are we creating space for them? And how do we make sure that they feel that they are being reflected and that they belong there? Really, ultimately, it is about creating belonging. And how do you do that on a college campus that's largely commuter? We've got 40,000 students on campus, so how do you do that, right? So it's really about engaging with students, creating opportunities for students to engage in the artistic process, whether they are journalists, photographers, artists themselves. So what does that look like, and how are the different ways that we can include that student voice and that student activity in the projects?
Yeah, and just a couple of seconds left. How else do you hope that the public will be drawn to this outside of just the students? I
think AURARIA itself also has been sort of an island unto itself.
Okay.
And these art projects, we hope to welcome Denverites into AURARIA. So come hang out. We've got the quad, we've got all these wonderful historic places, and this beautiful art for you to engage with. We'd love for you to come and spend some time with us.
Awesome. Great to hear about it, David. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And the 2026 art programming on the AURARIA campus is strengthening their identity as a welcoming, story-driven campus and positioning the campus as an emerging cultural destination in downtown Denver. For more, visit aurariacampus.edu. This was a sponsored segment.